What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the newest patch and the first official patch for Call of Duty World War II. Now, the current patch that my game is on is 1.521 and loads of other numbers, like I'll put it up on the screen for you guys. But 1.05 is now live on PlayStation and Xbox. I believe there's also been another update added to it, maybe, because apparently, according to Charlie Intel, this update was 850 megabytes, and the download that I had this morning, before all the patch notes and everything came out, was 1.4 gigabytes, something like that. So, obviously, there's extra stuff in there, it seems, but let's get into the weapon nerfs and buffs straight away. So the nerfs: bear rifle, decrease fire rate and widen hip fire spread. Honestly, I tested this and I don't really notice that much of a difference. So whether it had been reverted or not, I don't think it has, but it definitely has a widened hip fire spread. But the fire rate is definitely decreased a little bit, but it's not noticeable to me. And I've been using the bear quite a bit, going for headshots and camos, because unlike that chrome camo or whatever the special camo is that people keep finding in the game and stuff. Now, two other assault rifles were nerfed with the exact same thing: widened hip fire spread. The SGG and the FG42. Now, the FG42 also got increased recoil. It is kind of noticeable, but I think if you whack the grip on there, you're not going to notice a difference, in all honesty. So that's just my opinion. I don't think that the FG42 is going to be unusable or anything like that. It just needed a bit more recoil with the damage profile that it had. The machine pistol also got a nerf to its damage ranges, which it definitely needed, because at some points it was literally outclassing SMGs, which I don't understand how, because it's a pistol, but you know, that's the thing. The sniper class fixed a bug with all sniper rifles zooming it to the exact center of your screen when aiming down the sights. To me, it still does a little bit. It doesn't aim down sight perfectly, but it will be enough to be able to black scope, I think. But that's good news for the snipers that are worried about, you know, it gonna break the game or whatever for them. But it's also good news for people that wanted the snipers nerfed, because they think they're overpowered and all the rest of it. Even though if you go and you actually snipe, it's very difficult in this game to actually hit your shots and run around and snipe like some people are doing, because the aim down sight is so long. So moving on to Nazi Zombies updates, because there is only a couple of them. Zombies map exploit fix, clipping into a zombie spawn closet using revive mechanic in the laboratory, that's been fixed. The claws padding, the way it moves around the map or whatever, is fixed also, and fixed out of world exploit on the final Reich. Good to know that they're still working on zombies, they're still working on the multiplayer, and they're really trying to balance everything out and nerf any issues that they have found. For the general patch notes though, connectivity improvements and optimizations, I think everyone in the Call of Duty community saw this coming, because we've had so many issues week one with this game. Fixed D-ranking issues. This is where people were like prestiging and getting set to level 1 but no prestige, and you know, they were also getting D-ranked from level like 28 to like 3 or 6 or whatever, and it was really frustrating for a lot of people because they were getting D-ranked for going into like local play or whatever. Addressed an issue where players encountered an infinite loading screen. That is definitely something that needed to be fixed, because you would just get the Call of Duty loading screen and you would just be stuck there, and it would freeze up, the game would crash or whatever, and you would have to reboot the game completely, or you would have to close the application and reboot the console or whatever to get it to be fixed. So that sucked a little bit. But moving in to general UI improvements, I haven't really seen much of a UI improvement apart from now the green star for calling cards, challenges, emblems and all that is actually pretty easy to see now. It used to be a fairly dark green star, and now it's much more visual. It's much more like it jumps out on you or it jumps out you more. Like, it makes it much easier to see, in my opinion. So that's always a good thing, because people were actually struggling with that, it seems. Another thing that they have done is they have improved leaderboard stability and bug fixes for the leaderboards. This might be something to do with what I showed you guys in my Prestige 2 video. My score per minute was like minus whatever. Like, I don't understand how you get minus like 150 score per minute, but you know, that was a thing. They've improved loading optimization, so that should hopefully fix things. Split screen functionality improvements, so apparently split screen was broken in this game. I don't know, like, hopefully it's fixed now for you guys that are unlucky enough to have to split screen with, you know, your mate or whatever, unless you, or your brother, unless you are actually just, you know, split screening because that's the best way for you to play or whatever with another guy that wants to play at the same time. Added new unlock inventory stairs that indicate when new items are added, just mentioned that, it makes it much easier to see. Adjusted the hitmarker audio to be a higher default level. I really haven't noticed that too much, so I don't think it's improved too much, but it can be adjusted in the settings, so you can adjust your hitmarker sounds to whatever sound you want. And, well, not whatever sound you want, but you can adjust it like how loud it is, it seems, in the settings. That's always good to know. Fixed out of world exploits on Gustav Cannon and Saint Marie de Mont. Luckily for me, I never ran into this. Like, I never ran into the out of map exploits at all, which is always good. I never want to run into that stuff because people abuse it and it gets annoying. And finally, well, not finally, but we finally got an espionage basic training nerf. They reduced the painting time from 10 to 6 seconds and made it so only bullet damage paints you on the minimap. That is a good change, because the amount of explosive spam in this game and stun spam and all the rest of it, it's absolutely crazy. But I have to say, another thing that I don't like is the fact that it's still for your whole team. I hope that this does encourage less people to use espionage, but we'll see what happens. Weapon tuning to allow for one-shot kills outside of hardcore mode, enabling challenge completion. I think that might be for, you know, the carabine, because it was just two-shotting everything at one point, unless you got a headshot, then it was a one-shot, but I don't really know, like, why that was a thing, or why they would make it so it isn't a one-shot kill to, like, the neck or the chest, but it is what it is. Fixed infinite flamethrower bug. Luckily, I never ran into a guy that was completely just using the flamethrower all the time, so that was lucky for me, because apparently there was an infinite flamethrower bug where you could use the flamethrower forever, so that's the thing. Earn XP rate tuned in Operation Neptune, so I don't know whether it was too high or too low, but apparently they've tuned the XP rate for that map. Fixed an issue of shotgun variants not appearing in your divisions or whatever in your creator class. Like, if you go into like your shotguns, they wouldn't appear apparently for some people. For me personally, I never ran into that issue, but you know, it is what it is. Another thing that they fixed is the emblem editor and visualization improvements. I hope that that is gonna make it so the emblems don't disappear and stuff like that, because I had my emblem just disappear at one point. I had it keep resetting to something else when I prestige or whatever, so it is what it is. I can deal with it when I prestige, obviously, if it does keep changing, but it is what it is. They fixed gridiron ball exploits. I never run into this because I've only ever played, I think, one game of gridiron, because my teammates, I had absolutely no idea what was going on, so I decided not to play it. And finally, we have game battles improvements. So game battles seem to be doing really well in this game, and they seem to be fixing a lot of the issues that a lot of people have had with the game, so I am really happy about that. Thank you, Sledgehammer Games, for listening to the community and making changes, because this shows that they are listening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. And if you have subscribed, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos coming in the near future. I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.